How you feeling? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Let's keep on. How you doing? How you feeling? Let's keep on. Uh, how you holding up? Well, I'm making a whole lot of discoveries, a whole lot of realizations. Considering that I'm a grown ass man now. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of things, a whole lot of sense to me. You know, um, every opportunity that you hold on to, every opportunity that you get, you must indeed hold on to it. Um, as far as securing a financial future is concerned, mm, it may be long term, short term, medium term. I don't know, but then one thing is for sure. You always have to be in the position to secure some sort of financial stability for your individual self, considering the circumstances of the world that we live in. Because even certain properties uh, end up being seized. So it's really wise to just, use every opportunity that you get and secure a good financial future for yourself. You know, instead of being picky about things. A good example, just work a job because you have to indeed be in the position to guarantee yourself being in a favorable financial position. And being in a favorable financial position does not at all mean or imply you have to now be in the position to let your mind be polluted or let your mind be corrupted by materials, by money, and so on. So, yeah, man, by any means necessary, because one thing is for sure. Um, I was thinking about this the whole time. You being one person, you being one individual, you're literally worth a whole lot of money. That is true. And you being worth a whole lot of money, it means that you have options now on how to utilize any economic privileges that may be provided within a given moment. But you have to be sort of thinking for the future instead of thinking for now. You may be 17, you may be 18, you may be old as old, but it really doesn't matter how old you are. In retrospect. But one thing is for sure, securing a good financial future has to take priority. Not saying that all else must be completely switched off or whatever. Maybe stress relief or whatever. I don't know. Certain maybe delicacies, foods. I don't mean that such things should be switched off. Enjoying such things, delicacies, foods, um, certain beverages. I don't mean that you shouldn't. You should obviously relax. You should obviously chill. You should obviously have some fun or whatever. Go out to the club now and again. But securing a good financial future has to take priority, no matter what, because you at least have to be worth something, dog. In such a the modern market is just too saturated, and in it being so saturated, what are you to do? What ought what are you to do? What ought you to do? Type shit, you feel me? Because one thing that you are gonna do is make sure that you secure a good financial future for yourself, especially in such a saturated market, global market. So going forward, because we don't stay young forever, remember? We don't stay young forever, dog. We don't stay young forever. We don't stay young forever. We at least have to make sure that, as we near our age or whatever, as we near the stages of aging or whatever, we are financially secure. Because, okay, you want to now be in the position to be financially secure because not everyone, first of all, number one, not everyone has good intentions. Whether it's a female, whether it's a male, whatever you identify as, not everybody has good intentions. So, as an individual, being male, being female, being whatever you identify as, you have the option now to sort of manipulate loopholes, yabona, sort of exploit loopholes because not everybody really has good intentions. So, because not everyone has good intentions, it has to be something that clicks in your mind that, nah, dog, I have to at least make sure that I'm in a favorable financial position to at least make sure, guarantee that my well being in the future and in the now is taken care of. Because even if somebody is going to end up loving you or end up, you know, whatever, what about you? What about you loving yourself first? You feel what I'm saying? So, henceforth, securing that financial capability for yourself ensures that there's a little edge, there's a little uh your whole relationship, friendship dynamic, whatever you're into, makes sense, in a way, because when the other person chooses to do their thing, chooses to be like, okay, I'm doing my thing, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh no, don't leave me, I'm lonely, da, da, da. It's not, nah, dog. Let's not lie to each. In as much as we must not glorify money and materials and all these other things in the world, blase, blase, it's very important that we remember that it's it doesn't have to even be an option to say securing a good financial position for yourself in the future and in the now. It's a flex, as a matter of fact, because dog, come on, bro. Even if you are a woman or a man, one thing is for sure. You may end up not having a family, blah 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 blah. But one thing is for sure, certain needs and certain special needs are gonna be tended to. Yeah, Lindo, Gunjan, how are you? So if you are, yeah, Gunjan, how are you? How are you? How are you doing? So if you are in the position to secure a good financial future for yourself, you're not gonna flinch. You're not gonna flinch. You're not gonna be nervous about things, and you're not gonna be desperate. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be desperate. You're not gonna be nervous about stuff. And one, if you are in that position to be like, okay, you know what? Um, you know, I'm in the position to secure X amount of money for myself within maybe the coming term of whatever. If you are to be in that flow state, I believe that financially you would be in a very favorable position. You would be in a financially favorable position, and your future generation would end up being in a financially favorable position, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, our genetics are gonna have to spread, right? That's just how it is, and part of the fundamentals of our genetics spreading is making sure that we secure a good financial future. Besides egos colliding and stuff like that, the man has more money, the man is supposed to give more money because the man has more money. Yeah, if the lady is whatever, whatsoever, blah, 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 it means that I have secured maybe connections to particular jobs type shit. Because that thinking is really weak. It's weak, you know. Yeah, if you are a man who thinks that um, you having a whole lot of money affords you convenience in some cases, yeah, money affords you convenience in some cases, but in some cases it won't afford you as much convenience. Yeah, well, which is why which is why it's very important that as a man, yeah, well, in your money, yeah, well, when you making your money, you prioritize things like family, you prioritize like family as in, your family tree, maybe prioritizing your family, you know, maybe prioritizing your own kin. Maybe it depends what they are doing, what their efforts are, of course. Um, yeah, I said it. Even if I am to be a man and I'm in this position of now, you're a man, bro. You're supposed to provide for your woman, blah 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 blah. Like, what is she doing really for real like that? Like, what efforts is she making in order to make sure that financially, we good, we good like that, we secure like that. Maybe for example, we could start a company. You understand? Because I don't see such things in the modern day. I don't see um couple dynamics. I don't see none of that. I don't see couples starting companies. I don't see couples inventing devices. I don't see none of that happening. I don't witnessed accounts of that, like maybe from like 100 and something AD. You know, like couples were like inventing shit together, like maybe some accounts also from maybe 1200 or something, or 1400, 1500. There are accounts of couples inventing devices, founding companies, and I don't see none of that. These days it's just egos, dog. It's just egos colliding. I have this X amount of money. I have this X amount of money. I have this X amount of resources, blase blase. Instead of it being commodification, because that's just what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be a team. We're supposed to be team, bro. We ain't supposed to be op. We're supposed to be a team, bro. That's to say, male, female. We're supposed to be a team. It ain't supposed to be like, yeah, I got this amount of money, so you cannot touch me. You cannot blah 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 blah. Nah, 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 nah. It should be about common sense. It should be about this. Sebenzi kopo, sebenzi inhloko. You know, yeah. What I hinted about when I first started this stream, of course, securing a good financial future. And I don't want to lie, dog. You may be 17, you may be 18, you may be 19, but it's very good that you consider that a good financial future. Because if you think about it like this, if you're 18, you're young enough. You understand? If you're 19, you're still young enough. You still gotta grow up. You still gotta be in your 20s. And when you're in your 20s, it's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? And I like, okay, fine, 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 fine. What did you do? Did you make a fucking difference? No, I didn't. Obviously, I didn't. And me not having made such a difference is how I'm like, it's how I ended up realizing that such a tweak, such a tweak, just a small tweak, a tweak like this. Vicky, how are you, Vicky? How are you doing, Vicky? If you're a human being, Vicky, nice meeting you too, Vicky, if you are a human being. So, securing a good financial future has nothing to do with how old you are. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you still got 2 years, down the line, if you still got 3 years, not to say because the doctors ruled out that you have cancer or anything like that, you know, but then it's to say out of all the existence that you are undergoing or whatever, right? My day is very good, Kim. I'm just having a whole lot of enlightenment. I'm realizing a whole lot of things, um, you know, and I'm just sort of shedding light into the things that I'm realizing as I'm just, speaking and just doing what I'm doing freestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like I always do freestyle raps, right? So, so securing a good financial future has nothing to do with being male, being female, has nothing to do with that. As an individual person, it is your responsibility individually. It has nothing to do with the fact that you got privileges because you identify, being a certain type of human or whatever. I don't know. If people are understanding me out here. So, anyways, let me just try these freestyles and just be on my way. I'm just gonna be on my way after I'm done here. I do what I gotta do and I do what it takes. Man, I got no time to be shifting blame. Anybody who wanna come up on me with that fake, man, you're making a mistake. I'm not trying to get you to commit to anything or believing in anything. I don't want you to be converting. I ain't trying to be steering you to some Lord who's gonna supposedly save you or anything like that. To me, that's delusional. It's just ego playing some games. I don't wanna be playing games with my ego. I wanna be taking control and be as prolific as I go. I don't wanna be giving in. No. Vicky Kim says, okay, bro. Yeah, I'ma say to you in reply, let's go. Indeed, I ain't gonna be quitting for anybody. Even if they gonna want me to be kneeling, I'm never gonna be submitting, because I'm gonna be forever wearing the crown. You see my head and how big it is. Yeah, you ain't convinced. I see that you really gonna be doubting me, and you gonna be trying to get up on this shit and ruining me, but it ain't gonna be working. I hate to be bursting any bubble. If anybody got anything to be saying, yeah, I'm sort of a gangster. I do admit that when it comes to this rapping stuff, nobody can ever pronounce it like me and ever get it so prolifically. Yeah, anyways, ain't none of that shit. You see, one thing is for sure, where we from, it either makes us or breaks us. That's for sure. No, I don't want to be acting like I'm holy. I just want to be knowing what I'm knowing. If I'm seeing or perceiving anything to a scam, it has to be going. That's how hardcore I really get. I'm really hardcore. That's how it is, man. I'll be jumping over the scores like I'll be playing parkour. Nobody can ever outdo me when it comes to this intellect of mine. I am really unique. I want to be showing everybody out here that I can spiral, I can do anything. I can go back wild, I can go crazy. I can do anything that I really be wanting. Nobody could ever be in the position to be dictating the trajectory that I'm supposed to be aiming for, because this is me and you have to be getting what you are receiving. Don't be judging, don't be trying to be creating stories that don't even exist, nigga. You gotta know me, and in order to know me, you have to be watching the rest of my content, because it further describes who I really am and what the fuck I really be representing. If you ain't hearing this, you just pretending. I know that some of you's just fucking hating. Yeah, you like really assuming things that are not even there. You have a conclusion. Yeah, that is not even backed by enough evidence. What a really petty shame. I ain't really wanna be pretending like I ain't got no game, which is why I done came up on this YouTube thing to fucking slay. Yeah, I came to kill everything. You may be having your favorites, but you better be remembering who the fuck I really am. I'm Crushing Rex, Refinator. I am going to be stacking it up until it's the am, because I am the only one. Nobody's ever gonna be copying this. Nobody gonna ever be replacing me with any ink. If you wanna be configuring me, it's gonna be a whole lot of effort that you're gonna be putting, and it's gonna be so useless, because you're gonna be tiring of all of your sweat. It's gonna be the water that rehydrates you. I know that I'm a mess when I be rapid, and I be doing everything that I be doing only when I be going from my mind and I connect. Please forgive me, I don't wanna be the one to intersect. I make shit come together how it interject. Yeah, I'm really a genius, and I really believe that I got it in me. That resilience. Nobody can really be ever making everything that I'm doing, the way that I'm moving. Has somebody out here probably blinded, questioning themselves, probably doubting that it is what indeed that They are hearing I'm really that good and I'm forging this freestyle in free time. I know that I got a whole lot of traumas that I ain't faced, but I am really determined to put it all in dialing because it's been a while and yeah, I've been really wildin' on this rapping thing and I haven't been concise and how it's been straight and damn, yeah, a whole lot of these fools out here need a whole lot of straightening. They ain't really feeling that I got a whole lot of resilience, and I know that it probably sounding like I'm reading from a teleprompter or something. Nobody's even bothering to interact with me. It sort of hurts me, but on the other hand, I be remembering who the fuck I really am. I'm not even a fake nigga. I don't even want it. I don't even want to be pretending like I don't want to be having any friends. I don't need any friends because they just fade away and they be acting fake. They wanna be acting like they ain't really here. What the fuck I really gotta say? Anything that they wanna be substantiating upon, they ain't gonna be living up to their complaints. Get it? Because I'm trying to be traditional, however it is, nigga. I can't swing my tongue and I can fling it, throw it, and then catch it back, nigga. I don't wanna be pretending like I don't own it. Yeah, nigga, I am the one to be stoning it. Yeah, it's igneous. Yeah, you have to be metamorphosizing me. It's igneous. You're gonna have to be metamorphosizing me. If you're gonna want me to be changing, you better be thinking again. You're gonna be making a mess. Fuck it. Yeah, what about me? How you doing? Are you a human being? You better be real, my boy, because I don't have any time to be playing with my voice. Yeah, I don't even need to be pretending like I want to be hearing what anybody really gotta be saying, because I know that they're gonna be concluding some things that I've been making as highly redundant. Yeah, but either way, it's not like I'm really fussing what anybody wanna be fronting over. It really ain't none of my business. I be making every effort that I'm really putting in, you know. I be making every effort that I'm putting in because I be putting effort as I'm doing everything in action. Yeah, putting action in how I'm moving. Nobody could ever be in the stance that I'm, really taking. What I'm advocating for is ingenuity. I really miss the days where every fucking rapper would really fucking rap because they really mean shit, not because they really trying to be flexing. What they really trying to be flexing about is something that they have them landed. I'm talking about the corporates that designing these dudes and how they end up so lucky appearing on TV and all that shit. Pretending like they be living a certain life, they ain't even advocating for nothing. Some of them are just young boys, oh my god, they be pretending like they be gangsters, they be pimps, they be fronting because they want clicks, they want everybody to be following. I ain't doing anything because I am immature, that's why I got the voice of a god. You gotta be hearing what I'm doing because, I come on here really proud. I be using the same word as a filter, hoping that some of you are memorizing the lyrics. Maybe some of you are gonna be learning how it is to be spitting and how it's supposed to be sounding surreal. Yeah, I'm just corresponding, I'm just playing with words. I'm not trying to be holding grudges. All these people out here wanna be pretending like I ain't doing anything at all. I'm putting as much effort as I gotta be putting, because as far as I'm concerned, even if the shit that I'm doing is redundant, it's gonna be playing to a style that's quite authentic, and I'm gonna have a whole lot of youngins and I'm burping to it. You gotta be hearing that I'm really quenched. Yeah, man, I done had enough as I'm drinking this flow. Yeah, it's really so nice how it goes to my stomach and how it make everything so smooth, how I feel so furnished. I feel like I'm really complete and my energy gauge is always up on go. It right now, I don't wanna be pretending like I wanna be loving anybody who ain't even loving me. Shit, nigga, I done come up on here doing this freeze and I ain't have enough, trust me. I'm doing everything that I can, and some of you probably assuming that I'm somewhat on some, freestyle trend or something. Yeah, I ain't even about any stereotype, inputs and how I'm advancing. Yeah, my wordplay is too engineers. Yeah, you gotta be admitting it. I sort of sound like I'm, switching up my accent. African. Yeah, I don't want anybody to be ever contradicting it. You have to be remembering all of the shit that I'm bringing and spitting and all of the things that I come up on saying. I'm really teaching. Oh, woo. Okay, let's have some fun, y'all. Let's have some fun, y'all. Let's have some fun, y'all. Oh, man, it's a nice season. As far as I know, we filled with all of them interesting moments. Whereby I'm really chilling and I feel like I wanna be quitting on myself. And then I get to remember me. Oh goddamn, another year still to come, and I'm gonna be making a whole lot of money. I'm gonna be securing a really good financial future, cause I'm gonna be having somebody to be supporting. She gonna be pretending like she loving me when she seeing all the money that I have gathered up. That's why I wanna be in the position to be equal to somebody. I don't want no woman who's gonna be contradicting in what she wants to do. If we make decisions, we make them now. Goddamn bitch, please decide. Stop being so emotional trapped inside, cause most these bitches really emotionally trapped. I don't wanna be feeling like I'm really whack when I be coming in on the scene. She gonna have to be respecting me and valuing me as a man, because I am valuable, see, cause I have a whole lot of resilience to be going out in the field, and I work for whatever the fuck I wanna get work for. And anybody who wanna be hating on me and contradicting and really looking for some action that doesn't even make any sense, go ahead, do my guess and see if you really have to guess up where. Oh, don't know. Nobody gon' ever be diluting me, cause I'm as pure as can be. I'm the one who comes as fresh, and you have to be the one to receive it. Either way, even if you ain't gonna be feeling it, all of this effervescence is forever occurring, and it's so tantalizing in your tongue you can't help but as you taste the cola. Yeah, it's so fresh, ain't it? You have to be admitting, yeah, you are feeling the shit that I'm bringing, and I'm probably betting that I'm sounding like somebody that you ain't even hearing, ain't it? Man, I just know that you keep on staring, and you thinking that I'm probably just entertaining myself, and I'm entertaining y'all in the process. Man, I really got you in those feelings. Fuck it. Okay. What's going on though? What we doing? Mm. Okay. Uh. Gotta raise them up. Gotta raise that number. Gotta raise it up. Gotta raise that number. Raise them up. Gotta raise them numbers. Gotta raise them up. Gotta raise them numbers. I'm coming in, doing it so perfect. I'm so. I don't think that I need anybody to be replacing my corporator. I'm so resilient, I'm like the modern grass cutters. Yeah, you ain't even hearing it. And even everybody really reverbing, and they be hoping that I'm really doubting what I'm creating, because in my locale nobody really getting it. That you gotta be willing to be sacrificing everything that really has everything to be doing with any friend and any pointless associations. I don't wanna be ever affiliating with nobody who's not gonna be yielding any benefit towards the brand and how we growing over here, how we maturing, because to tell you the truth. I need the fucking camera, you see my dude, because I love the culture and I wanna be representing. And I want to be doing it plenty. I wanna be pouring it up until it be dripping on the floor. Cause when I be substantiating on every line that I post, I do admit that I'm too slick, my dude. Even if not normal, I'm not gonna choose. Dragon Spore, you're never gonna be achieving that. You're never gonna be achieving that, bro. Choose on Dragon Spore. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know what the fuck going on? You know what I mean? My name is Crusher Rex Revinator, after mother haters, rapper, songwriter, content creator, one of the best rappers of our time, and the slogan goes to the naysayers. I really lose nothing. And if you really were watching, if you really were watching the duration of this freestyle, I hope that you really enjoyed that shit. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me. Ooh, I'm burping. Excuse me. And not to even mention, I'm still gonna come back here. I hope to be way more interesting with how I put out content. I wish to be more creative. Maybe I can cover more ground. Maybe I can cover certain stories and just fucking freestyle off that or whatever. Just blend it with that raw Crusher Rex style, underground rapper, unknown rapper style, whatever the fuck we've been doing, right? And I'm still gonna be promoting a song that I'm gonna be selling for $1. There's a song that I'm gonna be selling for $1, and if you really, really, really fucks with, how I'm rapping and stuff like that, you can buy that song for $1. Support Crusher X Revinator, underground rapper, underground streamer. Cause I am small like that, compared to all these big figures and all these big guys that you guys praise and whatever. But one thing is for sure, you know what I'm saying? I believe that I have all the resilience in the world. It doesn't matter even if I'm 1,000 and something years, bruh. 27 years old, and I'm a rapper, a proud streamer, and it's me from last time. Yeah, how you doing, Eve? So I just ended a freestyle. I'm about to dip. I'm about to go, and YouTube is home. YouTube is home. Still gonna stream a whole lot. Still gonna be covering a whole lot of freestyle rap. Still gonna it up. We're still heading into Christmas, right? We're still gonna have a lot of fun. This is not the end. This is not the end. Shout out to the ones who have been subscribed, man. Shout out to 334 subscribers right now on this motherfucker, bro. Come on, bro. What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Shout out to 334 subs up in the motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to 220 followers on Bigo Live, right? Bigo Live, I don't usually focus on Bigo Live like that. My real focus is Tube, I don't want to fucking lie. I don't want to pretend. But on Bigo Live, if you're on Bigo Live, hit me up on Bigo Live. There's some very interesting content there on Bigo Live that is very, very specific and tall. If you wish to witness another side of Crusher X Revinator, after mother haters, rapper, songwriter, content creator, one of the best rappers of his time. And the slogan goes to the naysayers, I really lose nothing. Ayo, brother, Eve. Eve, are you real? Are you a human being? Because if you are a human being, you better stop trolling with me. Because I'm on 334 subscribers. I don't need nobody trolling me. Please don't troll me. Alright? Okay? One troll. If you are a real human being, you know yourself. But then either way, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. I'm gonna see you for now. Peace and love. Enjoy your day, enjoy your night, enjoy your evening, wherever you are. You know what's going on though. I'm gonna see you on the next one. That's not GAY, by the way. Peace.